we'll go ahead and get started. So I obviously have no idea how to film. Hopefully y'all can follow along. But I think something that's very important for your wedding makeup is to get a good primer for your face. And obviously, like, I don't hate this by any means. It's the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. And obviously, like, my complexion is something that I struggle with. I have a lot of freckles, I have redness, so also I want if I was, this is what I did for my wedding, which was like 7 weeks ago. So I will go ahead and rub it in. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Oh my God, so much better already. Yes, look at that. Just all red instead of just a little bit of red. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Moving on. Okay. And then next, this is just the order that I do my makeup. Do whatever you want. A lot of people like to do the eyes first so that they don't get it on their face after they put that on, but I'm a girl of routine. I can't. First we have the Luminous Silk Giorgio Armani. It is quite expensive. I do get that, and honestly, like, this foundation makes your skin look so good and it stays on so good that it's worth the money to me, especially on your wedding day when you want to look your best. So I have to mix 2 colors. I have 5.75 and 5. Pardon me while I mix my cocktail, my foundation cocktail, Arthur Shelby. What I will do is go ahead and get my dark circles, conceal anything that I want to conceal, and just like my foundation, I mix 2 colors because I can never find anything that's like just my color. It's either way too light or way too dark, and here we go. This is what we're doing. This video is going to be forever long, sorry in advance. So I'm going to go ahead and take the lighter shade. Yes, this is not a Halloween costume. This is your wedding day makeup tutorial. And I will, and that was the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. I'm freaking out because you really got to set this fast. It will dry, and it's kind of like it's kind of a tacky finish, but I like it because it doesn't go anywhere. And I will use my beauty blender to blend this out. I make real ugly faces. Also, sometimes my face is just ugly. It's fine. It's all fine. We're fine. Go, 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 girl. Go, girl, go, girl. Okay. Whew, I feel good. I feel good about that. So, went ahead and blended out my concealer. And now I will set. I don't set my concealer on its own. Like a lot of people will dip their beauty blender in their setting powder and then go in. And while I do have creases under my eyes, I find that it just makes my eyes look really old when I do that. And I'm like, you kind of got to pick the better of two evils. Is that how the saying goes? And for my setting powder, I have been using the Too Faced Peach Perfect. They say it's for oily skin. I have combination skin and I really like it. I'm gonna make a mess. And I just put it on a fluffy brush. See, like honestly, if I wasn't a swatchy person, I would probably not ever wear makeup just because it's too much work. Okay, and then next, I use a compact brush. This is just like an e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. And I am going to contour my face. You might hear my cat and my dog fighting, but they're fine. So I use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil en manger, bonjour. Okay. So I will contour. Want to make sure that you're not going too low so that you don't look like you got clay all on your face. I do like this color because it's not too cool and it's not too warm. It's just kind of perfect. It's not gonna make you look gray or orange. Yay. And yes, I am gonna blend this out. This is not my best work. Blendy, blendy. Blend, 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 blah, blah. Okay. That's pretty much my contour. For my face, obviously I gotta do something with his nose because, so, la, 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 la. Okay. I just try to use something kind of flimsy, a small little brush just to get the lines that I want on my nose. And then I go back and I blend it out so that it's not like harsh lines on my nose. I pinch my bronzer brush and smooth it out. Sometimes you just gotta analyze the situation and decide, is it good enough? go in with my blush that I've obviously had since I was 10. Just kidding. But I have had this a long time. It's the Milani panel blush, and literally I don't even know what color it is because the sticker fell off. I've had it forever. But it's just like a corally color with some gold shimmers. All right. So I didn't want my cheeks to be too rosy for my wedding, but they do need color. You gotta even all that out. I'm digging it. All right. Now we will go on to the eyes. And I'm sorry if you hear a lawnmower. People are enjoying the nice weather, as they should. So I use, this is my favorite part, just the eyes, not the primer, but Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion Original. This literally, I've used this since college and I love it. My eyeshadow does not crease. I'm almost out, so that's why it's kind of like, well, that's why it looks like the way it does. But I will just blend it out with my finger, try to get it even. I usually use my ring finger because it's not as aggressive, but sometimes it's not aggressive enough. Does that make sense? It's fine. There we go. All right. So you want to have a crease shade, and it doesn't matter if you can really see it or not. It's just going to make all the other colors easier to blend. So I am going to take a color. I don't have the exact color that I used, but it was Morphe. I'm going to take beep boop bop, that right there. Blow off the excess. And just get in there, just get in that crease. Blend it all around. This video is gonna be a biatch to edit because I am awkward too often. Just way too awkward. More than I should be. It's fine. Like, there's always that one eye that gives you trouble, and it's always my left. Always. You are my fire. Now I am going to do my outer corners to deepen it up. And when I was doing my wedding makeup, I wanted it to be a little more dramatic than natural. I didn't want it to be like drag queen dramatic. But I wanted it to be, you know, just a little extra. So I'm going into a different palette, and I'm going to take this darker brown shade. And I'm taking like a more dense eye brush. And I am just at first going to just pack it on the outer corner. Doesn't have to look perfect. We're gonna blend, blend, blend. Obviously, if you do plan on doing your own wedding makeup, and if you're like me, just make sure you set up enough time set aside enough time, is what I mean to say, to get it perfect. Then I'm gonna go back in with my blending brush and blend. I apologize, the lighting is kind of off. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing when I film. I can only have one expertise, and that's makeup. Just kidding. But I do love doing my makeup. I've done a couple people's weddings, and they got lots of compliments, so I mean, I'm doing something right. Don't get me wrong, I'm no Jaclyn Hill or Casey Holmes, but okay. And I don't see any fallout, but just in case, I'm just gonna swipe it away. Now, this was my favorite part of it. I am going to take my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I'm gonna do a little bit of a cut crease because I'm gonna pack on some glitter, girl. And it did look really good on my wedding day. I was actually like, I mean, I'm not gonna brag, but I was very impressed with myself because this isn't something that I do ever. I never do makeup like this exactly with my eyes, but I do a little bit of a cut crease, and it, again, is not gonna be perfect. We don't care. We don't care if it is. Just make sure that you don't get too high up. All right. And sorry, not organized because I am in a spare bedroom where we don't have anything decorated. And I usually do my makeup in my bathroom, so. Okay, so that's my cut crease. And I'm going to then take my Too Faced glitter glue and put it right on top of that because the shimmer that I'm gonna put on, the glitter that I'm gonna put on, we do want that to stay and not sheer out or crease. So pretty. Okay, so it's this Stila, and I believe it's just like a liquid eyeshadow, glitter and glow liquid eyeshadow, and it is in the color Smoldering Satin, and it's just a really nice like shimmery taupe color, so it's very neutral and isn't gonna be too much so it doesn't take away from your dress. Excuse me. Okay. And it's a lot. Girl, it's a lot. Okay. And I'm just going to pat it in everywhere that we put that concealer. Okay. Don't get it too up in the crease. Okay, so that is the shimmer on the eyes. And of course, just like anything else, I'm gonna go back in and blend a little bit of that darker brown color because I want it to not be a mess where it touches. So just a little bit. Okay. And then for my brow highlight, I take the Milani. And this was the Rose Glow palette in Stellar Lights. And for the longest time, I couldn't find it in the drugstore, but I did find it at Meijer. So, and I take the lightest shade. Okay, so there is the eye look, and I feel like the lighting sucks. Can't really see. Also, I'm filming on my phone, so that's probably why too. Can't afford a nice camera, man. All right. So then I am going to take this darker brown shade again. Oh, hey, it's me. Hey girl, hey. And I'm going to kind of smoke out my bottom. Well, I can't even think of words. But you see what I'm doing. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. They look kind of dark in this light, but they're not. They're pretty blonde, and I usually have to color them in, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I use the L'Oreal Paris Brow Stylist Definer, and I have the color blonde. And first, I'm going to brush these babies. Just kind of lift them up so I can see my bare spots. Or it can just look like a werewolf. It's a werewolf wedding. We're all looking wolfy. Dang it. Okay. And I just kind of lightly color it in. I don't want it to be harsh. I just want it to be even. And if I can find in my lap, I use the Brow Stylist Boost and Set powder from L'Oreal. I'm not like a huge fan of this product from them, but I was in need. I usually use the NYX Blonde, but it's just very hard for me to find it. And I just want to lightly go over that to just set the hairs in place. And that's how I do my brows. We're almost done. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight on certain areas, and because I'm not super pale, I'm not gonna use, well, I mean, I guess I could mix the gold and the lighter color, but I'm gonna actually use a different highlight from Becca Cosmetics, and it is, I'm trying to do both of these at the same time and it's not working. And it's Champagne Pop by Jaclyn Hill. So it's very champagne-y. So I think it pretty much looks good on all skin colors. Don't worry, I didn't go anywhere. Okay. So I'm going to take this Sigma tapered brush. I've had this for like 5 years. So it's all over. Well, I mean, it's all rubbed off. But I'm going to highlight my cheekbones. And a little bit on my forehead. My nose. And just a little bit on my chin. And my cupid's bow. So I used, for my wedding day, I used the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, and I got the micro tip. It was just easier for me because I know sometimes when the tip is longer, I'll jack it all up. So just gonna use my mirror here. And I do a winged eyeliner with this look. It doesn't have to be like a big wing, just something to outline the upper lash line. I usually go ahead and do the entire upper lash line, just blacken it at first on both sides, and then I'll go back and I'll do the wing. I do have to check my time because we got something we have to do today. Okay, I'm close to being done. So what I typically do, I'm by no means an expert at winged liner. I wish I was. Some people are so much better than others. But I take this from my bottom lash line and I just kind of like, just to get it started. And then I draw it in. So it's not a big wing by any means. I don't want it to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my right side. It's difficult when it's on top of glitter, but it's all good. All good. Okay. So now, all I have to do is my mascara. Well, all I have to do? No, we also gotta do the lippies. I'm not done, I'm not done. So, I did use, well, oh, here it is. So I used Monsieur Big from Lancome, the waterproof one, on my wedding day because I was like, look, if I'm gonna cry, I just don't want all my pictures to have running mascara. But my everyday mascara is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. You just get it at the grocery store. Don't know why I'm doing that on my phone. It's not gonna work. And I did put on big eyelashes, even though a lot of people had told me that my eyelashes are really long and I don't need to. I did anyways, because it's my day, and that's what I do. I do my thing. I really like this mascara, and it's like $5 or $7, I don't know, something like that. Okay. Okay, we're done. Okay, and I actually am, real quick, gonna take the Champagne Pop and just put it right on my inner corner. There. And last but not least, the lips. I use ColourPop because it is only $6 a lipstick, and it lasts forever, so I really like it. I do like Stila, I just can't ever find the colors that I really want in theirs. There's like one or two that I'm good with, but I am using ColourPop, and it is like, it's old girl. It's called Little Stitches. Little Stitches. I don't use lip liner. So sue me. I don't find that this runs, so don't feel like I really need to. So, oldest trick in the book. Anyways, this is what I did for my wedding day, and I felt beautiful. I just got short hair and it won't stop flipping out. Like it's freaking out. No, I'm just kidding. But like seriously, look, wing. 90s are coming back though, so I'm just doing my own thing. So anyways, this is the completed look. If you all like this video, please give it a thumbs up and